Cheat on your wife with mine? I will burn your life to the ground. Back in the early 2000s, I began to suspect my wife was up to something. Our two young kids started talking a lot about staying with my wife's parents. They lived 90 minutes away, so 2 or 3 times a week seemed excessive. When I asked her about it, she denied it, but she was never a good liar. So I started tracking the mileage on her car. Sure enough, she was driving an extra 400 miles per week. I knew something was going on. Then, one day at the computer, I saw she'd left a sticky note with her AOL password on it. I logged in and found emails between her and her college BFF. They discussed how my wife was sleeping with an ex-boyfriend from high school and was also making fun of his wife for getting fat after having kids. I printed the emails and stashed them. I still needed more details, so I called a cop friend, who suggested I call a guy he knew that had left the force to become a PI. Ron was great. I paid his retainer and gave him the emails. His report detailed with photos how she would take the kids to her parents, meet this guy for lunch, then go to a dumpy motel for a few hours before picking up the kids and returning home. At this point, I hired a divorce lawyer. My parents cheated on each other, and the fallout absolutely fucked my childhood. It was totally unacceptable. I also asked Ron to find out what he could about this guy. Ron absolutely came through. I learned his name was Bob. He was married with 3 kids and worked as a VP of sales for his father-in-law's business. I had my lawyer draw up the divorce papers and asked Ron for a couple more copies of his report. On the same day I had my wife served with divorce papers at work, I had Ron meet with Bob's wife and show her everything. I figured she deserved to know. What she did with that information was up to her. While my wife's infidelity didn't matter in my divorce, Bob's wife did a real number on him. She cleaned out their joint account, took the kids, and left. As soon as her dad found out, Bob was fired. Since her parents owned their house, he also got evicted. Their divorce was ugly, with fighting, restraining orders, and even jail time. I can't find Bob on the internet anywhere these days. Last I heard, he'd left the state. His ex-wife did okay. She went to work at her dad's company and took over after he retired. As for me, my ex and I got along well enough. I didn't engage with her on anything not related to the kids. Now that they're adults, I don't talk to her at all. I don't hate her, but I only care that she is my kids' mum.